Hey, this is G.Stryker with the SteelerNation.com podcast. I am hitting the hidden plays of the game, which came down to special teams and in the kicking game, where the Steelers just had no answer for the 9-year veteran, number 98, Tyrone Crawford. He was an absolute monster on kick block. And I will show you all four plays, and I will also show you why Tomlin made the right freaking decision not to kick a field goal at the end of the game. Here we go with the first kick. This is probably the best job they did blocking Tyrone on this play. He's right here, number 98, lined up just on the inside shoulder of the guard here off the center. By rule, you're not allowed to line up on the long snapper. It's a penalty. Another penalty is you cannot run toward the line of scrimmage and then jump over somebody, because if you hit a player, it's an automatic first down. But if you start off on the line of scrimmage, you can hurdle linemen from the line of scrimmage just by trying to beat them off the snap and get over them quickly, as long as you don't use another of your own players for leverage. This play looked like he might have used some leverage here, but let's take a look and watch Tyrone on this first kick. He's lined up here on the inside shoulder. He comes through. He does not get through. The Steelers do a good job, but Boz hooked that kick. That was the Steelers' best, the best kick blocking of the day. Here is the first attempt at the field goal, long field goal at the end of the half. This was at 54 yards. We now have Tyrone lined up on the right-hand side, and this is probably the coolest watch of this, because what they do is they're going to run a line shift. So all of these guys are going to shift left one gap, and he's going to be lined up right here, and he's going to shoot the gap, and he's going to get in solidly. So we'll watch this right at the snap. Here we go, the shift. Shift is coming, and now you're having him lined up and going right through that center guard gap again. Was in the backfield, ball just missed. Fortunately, Steelers were offside because that shift made a guard flinch. So, re-kick it. And we have the next play here at the re-kick at 59 yards. We will watch Tyrone again, shoot the gap. This time he's kind of lined up a little inside. Now you're getting into gray area because he's not lined up straight on the guard anymore. But let's take a watch of this. The angle inference may be off a hair here. But watch him get the jump in and into the backfield. He's ready. Just the kick goes on the other side. I mean, kick goes in a place where he wasn't expecting it. Kick went around him. And Steelers just kicked the longest kick in Steelers franchise history on a luck play from a guy that busted the play in the backfield. Again, here we have Tyrone Crawford again, lined up on the left side. He's right on the foot of both of these players, not technically on the gap, still allowed to jump this gap. He jumps it again, and this is when he gets his clean block on the extra point. Boom. And this is where the Steelers were going to be kicking for the game winner a little farther back. In this situation, there is no way do I line up the field goal team in this situation when Carter has just been dusting you all day to have a punt block at the end of the game. In worst case scenario, field goal block at the end of the game. Worst case scenario, a field goal return for a touchdown, which would have been the worst case scenario. Tomlin played the odds correctly. The only play on 4th and 1 would have ended the game was getting a first down. You would have been in victory formation, game over. I personally wish he went pass instead of run, but that's just me nitpicking at the end of the game. That was the only play and the only call that could have given the Steelers a 100% chance of victory was going for it on 4th down. Kicking it, you'd be up by 8. They can still come down, hit the field goal or hit the touchdown and hit the 2-point conversion to tie. Missing and let it go was still a touchdown to tie. And they relied on the defense. Unfortunately, the defense came through for the win. But special teams is where the Steelers almost lost the game this week.